Season 3,
Uno,
episode 1.
tres.
Can we please get some noise for the Honey Listen podcast?
Yeah.
Oh my God, y'all.
Okay, I'm
Listen,
done.
crazy, y'all. We have made it to season 3. Like, I really can't believe it. Shout out to the Game Plan 601. Shout out to everybody in the crowd supporting. This is your girl. This is your host, Sassy Savage. You can call me whatever the fuck you want. Just don't call me a hater, because I ain't never been that shit.
Period. It's your girl, KEYBREY. I'm a lady. Beat Miss Easy 119. Great time. What's up?
Mr. Mac, MIZZI, PPI, MACK. What it is, Jay?
Yeah, listen, we got Mississippi's finest in the house tonight. Again, shout out to the Game Plan 601 or the 601 Live Adult Playroom. We're missing our girl Liz tonight, but the owner's holding it down or whatever. So, we're going to get started tonight with a couple of icebreakers. Did you want to say the first one, my girl?
Yeah. Let's see. If you were to introduce yourself without saying your name, what would you say?
Are you having a blessed day?
Okay. All right. Are you having a blessed day? God related, period. We love that.
Okay, all right. If I was to introduce myself without saying my name, oh God, I don't know, y'all. Best friend, what would I say? It's no telling what I would say, y'all. It's no telling what I would say. But shoot, I don't know. I guess I'll say, yeah. That's me right there. Y'all ready to drink? Y'all ready to blaze? Yeah, what y'all ready to do?
Mine would be me no care. Simple. I don't care. People are just, I just don't care. Because people assume I do. But I don't. So, yeah.
Your face be looking like you don't. But I know you a pocket full of
But
sunshine.
see, I don't know. That kind of makes people want to trauma dump on you more because it's like, I know she doesn't care. I don't care if she's listening. I just want somebody to talk to. So I'll be learning a lot of stuff I literally don't know, not going to remember. So I don't care.
Girl, I love it. I wish I was nonchalant like that. I need to hone in some of that nonchalant energy. I swear.
I had to get there. And it took
Send
long.
your girl some pointers because I be giving the damn. It's so
that's
hard.
the language, but yeah, the message was there.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it really do be hard, especially when it's people you care about. You just kind of have to woosah, breathe in, breathe out, count to 10, even though none of that works. But yeah.
My girl said that shit do not work.
It
for
don't for
everybody.
real.
Okay. All right. Like they. Word.
Mm-hmm. Message.
Message. We need to start looking at it like, oh, you don't give a fuck about me. You don't have good taste. You son of a. That's how I look at it. You don't like me. You don't have good taste.
Nah, for real.
All right, y'all. So moving on to the next question. If your life right now was a single rap bar or a lyric, what would it sound like?
Change gon' come.
Okay.
Long as I got King Jesus. Nah, for real.
Long
as I got, don't need nobody else. I've been lied on, cheated, talked about, mistreated. Like, nah, for real. Sometimes you just gotta remind yourself, like, long as I got King Jesus, everything gonna be all right. So, yeah. And then I'm on, like, my spiritual journey. So, I'm really, anger is an issue for me, but I'm learning to hone it in. As long as I got King Jesus, baby.
I guess I would say it would be, because I'd be like, I don't know, when I wrote this, I was feeling myself. Because I could have said a song, any song, but I'm going to say this. I say, if they think they fucking with me, let me tell you something about me, honey. My chest out, my heels on, my locks long, just like this money. So that's how I'm feeling when it comes to life right now.
Clock it.
And even if it ain't true, I'm manifesting.
Period.
I'm manifesting.
Faith must see.
Do you hear me? That's all you need.
All right, my girl, you got the last one?
Okay, yes. What's the last thing life taught you the hard way? Well, that's a good one.
Jesus. Who want to go first?
Wait, what was that again?
Violence. The
That
audience
was
said
literally
choose violence.
Whoa. Somebody woke up on it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Breathing through it. Yeah. All right.
Third time. All right. This is it. One more time, and then once you actually have to choose violence, and you actually have to hit him, you're like, damn, I should have hit him for the first time.
Nah, for real.
So that's where when you really just think about it,
Go ahead and punch him anyway.
And that's crazy because that literally is a thought process. Like each time, like the first time, okay, maybe you're just The second time it's like, all right, I think you know what you're doing. Then that third time, all right, now you playing in my face. Like what's like? Is you cool? Everything all right over there? So like you said, by the fourth time, dang, that's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I'm kind of like now I give a couple of chances because back in the day, I did not talk. It was all swing off. And you can't be like that when you get older. You got kids, you got things going on. You just can't throw your life away. But I ain't no killer, but don't push me. I ain't no killer, but don't push me. All right.
It's a mouthful.
Let me see. The last thing that life taught me the hard way, to always put yourself first. Always put yourself first. Because if you are not good, nothing in your life or just energy will be good. Always take care of yourself first. Stop trying to put others' feelings and emotions before yours. Make sure you're good. Make sure you're centered and sure within yourself. Like, that's what this year has taught me.
This literally was mine as well. But I'll piggyback and go further. Like, that kind of ties into loving yourself for real too. So that's something life's been teaching me. Like, I have to love myself more, give myself grace more. Because I give everybody else 100,000 chances. Then it come to me, I'm like coming down hard on myself. Because, you should know better. But it's like, I'm a human. I'm going to make mistakes. But once they become habits, then it's a problem. But, mistakes are going to happen. So love yourself and just give yourself more grace. Take it a day at a time.
All right. So, Mississippi Mac, what's the last thing that life taught you the hard way?
That when you be the bigger person, or when you be the bigger person, a person won't see when you be the bigger person, a person will look at it as you accepting your wrong instead of acknowledging the amount of love that you have for the individual. And what I mean by that is a lot of situations that occur where you may cut an individual off, the next person will cut you off 2, 3, 4 steps way before that. So it'll make you feel as if I known that was the intention, or that was the end game, then I could have been left, like 30 minutes ago. I ain't even had to wait. So just to know that you forgiving the individual, they won't appreciate it to the extent of really what the overall purpose of you forgiving them. They'll look at it as you forgive me because you wrong. No, hell no, I hit you with more facts. I was wrong if I wanted to go with a debate team, but that's not my intent. My intent is to know that this occurred, but how I feel about you is way beyond that, but the individual won't look at it like that. And you'll know that off of the next occurrence that may come about.
Or the next conversation.
Exactly.
Literally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People and accountability do not go together. Like, a lot of people are not accountable. at all.
Yeah, you right on the money with that.
Like, I don't know what it is about accountability. But, and then people love pointing, like, the right and wrong fingers, too. But it's like you point one, point back at you, or three, however the saying goes. So, yeah, like, that's why I say that's where giving grace kind of comes in it. But people will take your kindness for weakness. What the old folks say.
Tell me about it.
It's, oof.
Yeah, you know, I done had a couple of incidents where people have taken my kindness for weakness, and I'm like, hold on, bitch. Don't make me lean the fuck up. I am laid back for a reason.
Wait a minute, tramp, because first of all,
Hoochie,
slow your roll.
you stole my word. Get out of my head.
Like, hold up now.
All right, y'all. So, as a celebratory moment, we are going to take this shot.
Arriba, abajo. Salud.
Jesus.
I'm just playing, y'all.
I don't know what her, I think it's Ariana or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Love her down. She is so funny.
She is so funny.
It be the one for me every single time. I be hollering.
She is so funny.
Okay, y'all. So we're gonna jump straight into the topics. So the first question for Mississippi Mac is, what's a part of your story people think they know but always get wrong?
Then I'm always trying to be right.
Doubling down on your previous answer. Look.
And what I mean by that is, when you are blessed or bestowed certain knowledge or information or wisdom from past experience and however, and it changed you or made you feel an overwhelming feeling, you would want the next person to feel that feeling, you know? So you would try to get them the information, but instead of receiving it, the individual will feel that, I don't know what that feel like they know it all. Here you go, everybody trying to make folks feel like they doing. However, but it's not that. It's a simple fact that when I learned this, it made me feel so good to the point that I want you to learn this and you can feel it. But if they not in that mindset or that spirit, then they're not gonna receive it how you intend to dispute, you know. So with that being said, that's the reason why I say that, and that be a lot of my run-ins with anybody, because, and I just look at it as you only will feel like, they trying to be right. You only could feel like that if you're not bringing informative information to the conversation, because I would never feel like that with a person. We ping pong and brainstorming ideas. The person that can't give me that feedback or reciprocate it, they're going to be the ones that start to look at it another way. That's just because they can't perform adequately mentally enough.
Insecurities within themselves. All right.
Hello.
We back.
Fair.
We back. You know, see, the mic thought I was trying to be right. I wasn't even trying to be right. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That was going on. Exactly. That wasn't saying. But yeah. But that's the reason why I say that. And when I learn the things, the sight that you get from it to be like, this doesn't go with that. But by me learning this information, I can see how it correlates, and it gives you a bigger understanding of, wow, I thought that was just a shoestring, however. But when you see where it come from, you know, just something simple, how it come, you be like, wow, well, they connect to that. I didn't even think that they would be like, so that's the reason why I like to bestow information upon the person, because they could go on their own when they're on their own, and they can do their own, like, wow, you know, just try to open their door. But a lot of people don't want their door open.
And you know, Yep.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna give you Mr. Dick Gregory. Mr. Dick Gregory said, "This is why I stopped trying to tell everybody everything, because people look at me like I know it all sometimes. Because I be like, actually, my ass be on some bullshit.
My calculations stand corrected.
But no, like, okay, he said it's a rule about the glasses. You can put the glasses on. You can wear them and you love them. You think they look good. You feel comfortable in those glasses. You go buy your mom a pair of these glasses and she don't like them. She not ready to wear them. So he said, when you put the glasses on, you need to think about yourself because you can't never take them off because you'll never see shit the same. And then you can't force nobody else to wear them.
Message. And I wear glasses. Ironically, matter of fact.
I'm looking pretty studious myself tonight.
Look, like everything's literally kind in. Hold on.
Slide them on. Slide them on.
Like
get in there.
You know, these glasses are made for me. Our visions ain't the same, but we can still take the same route. Message. Hello. Somebody better grab it.
In the famous words of Billy Ray Smith, when they made Wonder Bread, they did not stop making bread, baby. We can all get there.
Do you hear me?
All right, so I'll let my girl go with the next question.
So, tell us who Mississippi Mac is and all that you do.
I'm Mississippi Mac, and I'm more of a protecting and uplifting spirit. That's what I would say I am, and I know that off of how I go about my day, how I interact with individuals, how many different corners and points of small situations that I think about and try not to be small-minded, and that tends to make me, basically put more care into situations or things or people that the average person would feel like, you don't know them, or what they got to do with that. Ooh, so when I see how I go about my life with the same smile, the same intentions with people I know and with strangers or with animals, it makes me just look at myself as in. And when even if I try to stop, because I've been in a lot of situations of me overextending myself or being, trying to relinquish too much of what I have, and it put me in a situation. So once I see that I got in a situation and I'm still trying to get myself out and I still can't stop myself from doing what I know I need to stop, that's how I know, like, yeah, it's just meant for me to be a caring and giving spirit. And also to double down on it, I get the information and the answer from the Lord, blessing me with a lot of things, or blessing me to be in situation or position that a lot of people who feel like money change things that they pay for, and I just somehow the Lord positioned me to put me in a situation, so I see that be my reward for being over giving.
Okay. So do you have any other ventures outside of music?
Yeah, really. Yeah, I love art. I love to draw. I love to draw, and actually I want to sell a lot. My artwork, open like an art gallery, however. But especially if I'm mind boggled and I can't come up with no song if I'm trying to make a music. Ever since I was a child, if I wasn't trying to write no song or anything, but ever since I was a child, I guess it would have been anxiety, or when I feel just too much emotion, I always like grab a pencil, and my intention was never to draw a specific thing. I just went with whatever my spirit tell me to do, and I open hand sketched it, and however just follow myself. But every time I got done with it, I would feel better. But I also paid attention that every side I flipped it on, it would give me a different feeling, and it would have its own look and I would see things that I can't even draw if I wanted to draw. But so it opened my mind to be like, wow, that's just beautiful to know that each side is its own image or its own abundance of emotion, however. But you wouldn't know that if you just looked at it for what it was. And I also know that because, like I said, people think I'm trying to be right. I noticed that when I ask for certain feedback from certain pictures or however, people be like, I don't see that. And I notice I kind of be like, how you don't see that? Ooh, but it never allowed me to see the extra beauty in it because everyone sees their own thing. So that means that my art and my music touch people in its own way, and that's a better feeling for me. So, yeah.
Okay. All right.
And he's not lying, y'all.
And I
He can do like 5 pictures, and they all do give like it's weird because I took art, so it's called abstract, but he don't like labeling it. So it's like when you really flip it on all sides, you gonna still see the same image you saw at first, but something's gonna be added by. Like it be so crazy. I can't explain it. We should have bought one.
I wish
Like
you would have.
it's literally
You could have showed
it
it
be
off.
so mind boggling.
Probably sold your first piece with people looking.
like. Cause
It'd be
and
opportunities.
I'm not a drawer, y'all. I tell people all the time, but I suck at drawing. But I drew a strawberry. It was so pretty.
Look, I
drew
don't
my
know.
little strawberry. Yeah, the black ground. She was in a orange field. So
I need to see it. I'll require a photo tomorrow around this time.
I was so extra. I was seeing the video. I was so excited. I put my little initials on the side. But yeah.
And the most important thing that explains me, or however, or who Mississippi Mac is, I am a messenger that is sent to give proper understanding that will resonate with all frequencies, meaning all levels of thinking capacity, but it will change them and put them in a path toward righteousness, even if they're not even intending on it, and I know that from the feeling people tell me they get, and I also know that by me being not the stereotype, because the stereotypical individual, they doing what everybody want to see, however, but my main message or main intent is for people to leave my music with more knowledgeable than they were before they heard it. And when I mean knowledgeable, it could be anything. The smallest thing could be anything. Person like, wow, I didn't know that. If I make you go to Google, or if I make your spirit feel a certain way, then I've done my part. So that's the main thing. And Mississippi Mac, I spell it with the Z's for two reasons. One time I had put the little lightning, I put some S's on it, however. But anyway, the individual, he seen it. I was online. And he saw it. He was like, oh, Mississippi Mac, M.I. Lightning Bolt. I was like, ooh, lightning bolt. I like that. So anyway, I can't put no lightning bolt on. So I put the Z's on there. But in the midst of me doing that, that's why I love the Lord, because in the midst of me doing that, I was doing something bigger than my purpose. But the Lord already knew the intention, because once I found out the information, I was like, ooh, that was spiritual. Even though that was the reason I put the Z's, when I did it, and I put the Z's and I did my information, when individuals such as like Christopher Columbus and all them, when they came over here and they asked the Native American Indian, what's the name of that river? They said Mississippi River, Mezipi River. So once I knew, I was like, ooh, that's spiritual. He sent me in a direction of thinking about the Z, but then when I found out the real information on the Mississippi River, this is how they pronounce it with it. I was like, that's spiritual. So all correlates.
I never knew that.
That's another
So the Native Americans don't counsel me, guys.
when they came over here and they were asking them, like, what's the name of the water? Mississippi. Yeah, Mezipi River. That's how they pronounced it. That's how Native Americans, the Indians, pronounced it to Christopher Columbus.
The people who started it.
So once I found that, I was like, oh, that was spiritual.
Wow.
So I was already in correlation to the original, understanding, original heritage of the place.
Where you from?
Before I even endured, so it kind of allows me to feel as if, oh, that's spiritual. Don't tell me my old ancestor didn't came.
I know. Yeah.
Okay.
I know that's right.
Look, I didn't know anything about that. So
Literally.
yeah, you know me, I gotta go and
Definitely gonna go look that up.
Put that in my pal.
TikTok, what they be calling it? TikTok, rabbit hole.
I like those. Don't get me down the rabbit hole. Now I'm gonna be talking all night.
Literally.
So
I'll
the
be
next
your search
question
next
for
week.
you is going to be, what's something you had to unlearn before you could level up?
Message.
To cut off individuals that you know don't mean you no good, but however, if you cut them off, it's a chance they could die.
That's deep.
Real deep.
But however, in the midst of that, on the adverse side, you're enabling them. See what I'm getting? But they don't know that. They just thinking you gonna keep doing. But however, I know you need training wheel. But I can't say that because then now you gonna feel like I don't need training wheel, and you actually gonna go out there and do what I said was gonna happen. Now you gone trying to prove what you think wasn't gonna happen, and then it, you know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. And I've noticed that, and that's the reason why I be in a lot of situations because I see things way deeper than what it is at surface level, and it causes me to, that's what I mean by when I say overgiving the hell, because really, in my mind, if I don't ask you for something 2-3 times a week, I should feel like, nah, that lick right there, they're done for the day. I need to thank somebody else. I wouldn't try to come back though now, because it's like, wow, why would a person do that? I know my conscience be like, nah. If I actually appreciate them, my mind won't even allow me to make myself nor them have the thought of, you just use my house. So with that being said, just to know the people keep asking, that'd be crazy. But to say that once I do have to cut the line, draw the line with individuals, you know, a lot of times the Lord had to force my hand by the individual exploding and saying things that I would never say despite how mad I am, because I feel like, wow, so that be the only way I'll be able to cut individuals off. So with that being said, if that don't happen, now I'm overextended. But then, if I do have to draw the line, now they go out there. Next thing you know, man, you know, they were in jail, man. You know, they boys shot them boy up. You know, shot an eye on the drug. You know, all that. I be like, man. You know, so it hit me a little different because I be seeing things for a bigger purpose, and that's what they mean by people around you for a season, however, you know. And I've been right because I've told individuals who, when it's really not my position to tell them that I know this is how you feel about this individual, but I believe that you should go about it this way. I believe that they're doing it because they want this from it, but the next person will be like, they be stuck off what they, however they feel about the individual, instead of looking at what would make you do that. So with that being said, I've told certain people and they have received it and they have done it, and the people was like, I needed that. And I was like, see, how, imagine you telling someone's father or mother that your child wants you to do this or want this time with you, and then they like, that's my child. I would know that they want this for you. However, if they take on that information and they be like, wow, now it's everything coming together. They got better woo-woo, because people have, it be a way deeper meaning of why people be around you. But only the spiritual going to see the true intent.
Okay. All right.
Message.
All right. So we're going to jump into, I want to hear his answer on this before we say anything. So, what is the biggest misconception about female rappers in the South?
I guess that they know how to cook.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I thought she said rappers, and I thought
But
you were
I
artist.
just had to clarify
I thought you
that.
were artist.
That is true, but still had to clarify.
But you know, you can't clarify something you're not a part of.
Why you think? I don't know. I think most people in Mississippi know how to cook. I ain't gonna care.
I didn't say that. We're not talking about
I
people in
know,
Mississippi.
but we're talking about rappers. But I'm saying I feel
Exactly.
like they really do though. Most of us was raised by our grandma.
All
We
right,
didn't at least cook with
watch
them.
me.
You probably can cook something.
Watch me work. If that was the case, then how can a young lady shock the world and go viral off of cooking?
Bro, Marco,
It don't matter.
Marco, I need you. Marco,
You can't.
Marco, no. I need you, Marco. I need you. Key, don't look behind you. I need you. Marco. Don't look behind you. Just slide out the way, my girl.
I got you, Cody. I got you.
Just slide out the way, because I'm a scream. I swear to God. Baby, I don't play with them.
I tried to yawn and keep going. Keep it moving going. That wasn't none.
I be scared. It looked like a dog.
Yeah.
It was big. And I was
Hey, that wasn't none.
and she frozen.
Yeah.
My girl traumatized.
I don't have fight or flight. I don't know. I just freeze.
Listen, I am out of there. I don't do bugs. I don't do bugs, babe. I be gone. Baby, it ain't nothing but a water bug.
Oh Lord.
That was a dog.
Y'all gonna talk animals.
That's what I was eating. Shit. Woo. That motherfucker had the whole stage. Shit, that motherfucker, this was its podcast, not mine. Okay, my bad, y'all. Just done. I'm done. Okay, so since Mississippi Mac refuses to answer the question, we're going to rephrase this.
Oh no, he answered it. He said that they could cook.
I don't like that answer.
I'm hollering.
I don't like that answer. He didn't answer it because he wants me to rephrase it from rappers to artists.
Nah, I was being petty.
I'm finna show you. I'm finna double down on. Okay, if we talking about female rappers,
Yeah,
Artists.
I think so.
female artists, they're better.
That sound better.
It sound much better to me. I keep it real here. Hello, I see it. Yeah, it's a little better now. Yeah, I got it back. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, watch this. All right. If that was the case, then, like she said, okay, wasn't she twerking? Now watch this now. Watch this. Okay, we're gonna give it that. Shawty was twerking and cooking. Okay. If this was a misconception, however, then imagine that's two. Now imagine being able to rap, being from Mississippi, cornbread fed, thick, so you know how to twerk, and doing it. That's four to her too. So if any of the women could do that, they would have been shot out because all of them twerking and they rapping about the twerking. So her twerking wouldn't have stood out because I know how to do it. Cornbread
Rapping about
fed.
the twerking.
It's easy.
Okay, all right.
Why you think a girl? What's her girl name from Florida? Shout a doo-wop. Shout a doo-wop from Florida. That be,
Six Red?
Nah, the other one. Nah, the other one.
know
She,
where that girl
the one had the little, she had the little. Name it. Oh, girl.
From Florida?
She rapped. She had the song with, I think, Sex Red or Carter B. The girl.
JT.
Dr.
Young Miami.
Dr. Umar was like, they always ask
Oh,
me,
you talking about Suki? Suki
is-
Young.
why she standing out then? Why, talk to her.
Oh, yeah.
But why she standing out though?
She
Did not call her baby
She
Bob.
throwing down. She throwing down. Shouted throwing down. She an artist. She do the other whoop the whoop.
Yeah, okay.
She ain't even got nobody in her lane.
Yeah,
Listen, ain't nobody talking about eating nobody ass but Suki.
yeah.
Nobody.
I can't get
Ain't
with that program.
besides R. Kelly.
But they might if they cook like Shawty.
I'm hollering.
She cook.
But that's why I said that. Because what I mean by that is they're just like a woman right now doing the same thing what we talking about. But instead of doing the twerking or the cooking, all her videos she fixing on cars, riding horse.
All right.
I'll take that.
I give you that.
Now, matter of fact,
when you explain
matter
it,
of fact,
put it
since,
like
matter of
that.
fact, since you said that, since the question about female rappers from the South, period, if in the mind of anybody up north, everybody riding horses, especially in Mississippi, from the north person mind, why ain't no female rapper blew up from riding a horse or track, whatever. From any place in the South. Back to the rundown. See? So apparently the ones that can do that, they're not into the entertainment
Industry.
far as music wise. The ones that doing the backup dancing probably cooking it. But far as what you saying on the rappers or the singers.
Okay, because I have seen some blues singers talking about they cooking for their mind. So, okay.
What you think?
The biggest misconception about female rappers / artists in the South, I guess I'll say is that they're trying to get attention and sleep their way to the top.
Yeah, I hate that.
Cause like I've been in a room full of guys and been the only female performing, and it's always one or two that get a little bold. So yeah, I would definitely say that like we're, I don't know, trying to do to get where we're trying to go and screw the screw. So yeah.
I think mine would be thank you.
It look a little bit more pink. You put some more in there.
I think mine would be biggest misconception. That we're not versatile. Because as a person that really loves alternate music, people always tend to think that most Southern rappers, we talk with a slang. Y'all watch P-Valley and think all of us talk like that. No. Like, don't piss me off. You know what I'm saying? All of us don't just do the normal hip-hop. Like, you know, people do other genres, R&B, emo, rock, alternate. Like, you know, we really talented down here. And some of us be out rapping these, you know, these males.
This is the birthplace of music.
Like, literally, this is the birthplace of music, the blues, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that Southern artists aren't versatile. Or that we want to sound like the North. No. Be so for real with yourself.
Y'all grandmamas and grandmamas is from here, and y'all just
Literally.
migrated up north.
Y'all just went
That's
up
it.
north. Come on now.
Everybody got roots in the South or in Mississippi. Everybody got a grandma, auntie, cousin, uncle, brother, daddy, sister, brother that stayed in Mississippi.
Then if you from Chicago, down my mama, you kin to somebody in Mississippi. Like,
my grandmother was from Chicago.
do you hear me? Like, my family from Chicago. My grandma, my daddy family from Detroit, I believe. So we came down here, G. But Mississippi bred all the way through. But yeah, like, they be killing me when they from up north. Like, yeah, we're like, baby, no, it's cold and I hate it here. And y'all are not. And then Southern hospitality really does exist in the South. I think, yeah, like, that's another one. They think we be fake. Like, we fake nice. No, we really do have Southern hospitality.
But piss us off, though.
Yeah, but don't step on my toes.
Please.
Yeah, but, yeah, them be my three.
Okay, all right. So,
let's go. Let's see.
Yes, girl, my next question.
What's a boundary you refuse to compromise as an artist? What's a boundary you refuse to compromise as an artist?
My creativity and the ability to distribute my music freely whenever I feel it.
Period.
Because art can't be held. So if it can be held and controlled, it's not art, because art is known because it is the ability to be free. So how can something be controlled be free? I mean, not, you know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Sis, what's a boundary you refuse to compromise as an artist?
I refuse to quit.
Can't stop. Won't
Period.
stop.
Rockefeller. We get down, baby. We get
Like,
down.
nah, for real. I
Girls,
know
girls,
that's
they
right.
love me. Yeah, I refuse to stop. Like, I've had people tell me, oh, because you're older, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. I could still find different ways to express my creativity.
Really?
But regardless of what, I won't stop.
And then when you think about it, if we were still living in the Bible days, some of us would be 230 right now. You know, like,
Still walking,
literally,
miles
I'm
and
talking about
miles.
walking normally, like, you know. So I hate when people be like that, though. You're never too old to do nothing. You do what you want to do because it's your life.
They gonna make me fuck around and make a blues song.
Look, hey, that's my next genre I'm hopping into. After this next one, I'm finna dibble and dabble
Put me
in.
to the challenge.
Look, I can't wait. Matter of fact, the next song I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sing it to you. You gonna laugh. I think you gonna like it. But you probably gonna be like, girl, what?
I want to hear it. Listen, you amazed me in the studio. Let me just tell y'all, my girl invited me to the studio last weekend.
Retirement and
And, you know,
Yeah.
Common Courtesy will be coming out soon. Just December the 5th, just so y'all know.
My courtesy ain't that common, so please
It's
be
not.
aware. Do you hear me?
She's like my best friend. She don't do people. No,
Do you hear me? I do not do people at all, but best believe y'all gonna love that album though, for real. It comes out December 5th. You feel me?
it's so versatile, y'all. It's so versatile. I was in the
Stop
studio.
it. No, keep going.
I was in the studio.
Stop.
In the studio, like, wait a minute. I was over there jamming and vibing. Shout out to Major Key. That's my girl. She had me in there hollering.
Shout out Major Key.
Shout out my BCs, Major Key. Y'all already know. And then also shout out to the guests. My man. Mississippi Mag, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, when y'all hear, all I'm gonna say is when y'all hear that album, y'all gonna understand why I'm not as humble as they say I should be, because I'm not from here. Like, I don't know where I'm from, but it's not here. You feel what I'm saying? And I bought these Sassy Savage out of retirement. You hoes couldn't do that. Like, bitch, what? She wouldn't dare for you. But she did for me, because that's why it says clock it. Yeah.
Look, I'm so excited. I was like,
I can't wait.
then they was hyping me up when I was in there.
No,
I almost started doing this shit on the mic.
Y'all, I said she went down. I sleep. Matter of fact, I think we should perform it tonight. I'm telling y'all, she's not. Big Capricorn, but no cap about me. What she said? She said Starvinaris too, but I bet my son fool. Like, wait. Hold up.
I ain't know she won't go that hard.
Man. Put yourself in.
Win, baby, win. Calling the shots. Counting the M's. Oh, my Drake. Oh, I ain't going to give him too much. I'm going to give him too much. But yes. The studio session was bomb. It was dope. I loved it. And I can't wait till Common Courtesy comes out. Be on the lookout for that. So the next question is going to be, we're going to get a little bit in some people's business. Where's Liz? Hey, Liz.
Hello.
Hey, Liz Beth. How you doing? We miss you. So, moving on. Let's see. We're going to get into people business a little bit. I don't know who's going to go first. It won't be me. So, what's one love lesson that hit you like a brick that made you wiser?
Bet you to run down.
He gonna say bet you to run down. He's gonna miss the bed.
Bet.
The double down is crazy.
That's what made me appreciate. That's what made me love the Lord more and more, because everything correlates. No matter what it is, it gonna correlate to like that was spiritual. Basically, the example of the Lord never put more on you than you can bear or you can wait. To know that an individual will give up on you before you'll give up on them. And if you knew that they weren't in for the long haul, you wouldn't sacrifice as much as you sacrificed, and you wouldn't have even put up with what you put up with to even be in the situation from the jump. But you had the intention of this is the long haul. But however, certain individuals, what they want to experience in their version of the long haul is what'll make them feel like they can step out of it, because I'm willing to be in it for the long haul, but I ain't like it, you know? So it'd be like,
It's crazy, because that kind of ties into my answer.
But yeah, to know that the individuals who are not in it for the long haul, they may not be in it because what they view or what they thought the long haul was supposed to look like. That's their excuse.
Overthinking.
Yeah. Oh, yes, exactly. Overthinking and under-experiencing.
Preach. Hold on. Preach.
It's
Mississippi
crazy.
Mac.
Matter of fact,
Preach.
the long haul different. If an individual that's driving 18-wheelers, if they taking a haul through California, it's a chance that the roads may be smooth. But the individual out the jet or however down south, them taking a haul, they may have had they
Bumps in the road.
flop all that from the pothole, however the same distance, but it wasn't the same. It was the same smoothness. So that was a try to
Message. There's a lot of messages
I forgot
up here
what I was
tonight.
talking about.
That's crazy. That's why I say kind of time on mine. Mine would be that my love language isn't everyone else's. So, I can't expect me out of everybody. And I'm a type of person, I really do enjoy the small things. It don't take much. You learn my schedule and kind of do like the little stuff that I normally kind of tick over, and it's like, oh my God, he knows me. Like, I love it here. So, because I don't be in my mind, like I said, on stuff I don't care about. But if it's something that's kind of like, oh my gosh, okay, I was supposed to do, like, I kind of get fried up here a little bit, and I get antsy, and then I go from antsy to now my anxiety is like through the roof. My breathing isn't working. I have asthma, but I don't have a pump. So it's just different. It's like, it be real life situations. And it's like with dealing with love, all the hurts and pains I've been through as I'm becoming an adult and really growing into the woman I'm going to be, a lot of stuff I was doing when I was younger is immature now. So it's like, okay, now we have to learn how to communicate. But I don't communicate how they communicate. So it's like my love language, how I talk, is not like normal, I believe. And I used to get upset when people didn't know it right off, but now I understand, like, I have to communicate it. So that's kind of what goes into I give people grace more than I give myself, because I done gave you 13 times. You steady playing with me, and I done told you 7. So you done got 7 warnings. I told you 13 times. That means 5 of the 13 times I allowed you, no, 6 of the 13 times I allowed you to play in my face. So, okay, now you don't, okay, I'll be so bad. So it's like when I get to doing that, but then when it's me, after the first mistake, I'm over here going crazy. Like, I can't believe, girl, we are better than it. What, do you know who you are? How dare you? What is going on right now? So that's kind of the hardest little thing I've dealt with. But now I'm getting better. So, yeah. Keep it like a sack of bricks. But you know better, you do better.
That's right. You know better, you do better. The more you know. So, for me, what's one lesson in love that hit me like a brick but made me wiser? Ooh, God, it was so many this year. This year just started. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna piggyback off you.
No. Oh, this year almost over with. Damn.
I'm gonna piggyback off you. Is stop looking for you and other people.
Yeah.
Just because your thought process is what it is, that doesn't mean that their thought process is dead. So stop looking for yourself and other people, because you're gonna come up short every fucking time.
Every time.
Because I'm pretty sure everybody in this room thinks they're amazing and top shit, and it is top tier. So yeah.
But you got flaws.
But listen, we all got them issues. But I know, one thing about my love, it's loyal, it's intentional, it is healing, it is unshakable. You know what I'm saying? I know a little bit about myself. I done learned about myself this year. So yeah, I had to stop looking for myself in other people. I'm definitely piggybacking off that, and I'm leaving it at that.
Period.
What's the next question, my girl? You can skip through if you want to.
Okay. Who were the first people to believe in your dream or dreams? I know that's right. Grab the mic.
Everyone everyone that gives an ear to the music, but however, believing is not the satisfaction that I'm okay with, because if you homies outside the store, I believe you ain't gonna be out there eventually. I believe you gonna, you know what I'm saying? So that don't mean nothing. But individuals that supported it is and went above and beyond to show or acknowledge that the dream is there, or that I have this place for the dream. That number is only a few.
Can you give a couple names? Just name drop a little bit. Mother, sister, brother, cousin, uncle.
If I was to give names, it still wasn't be all for what I said, because the people that go above and beyond, it still may be in a different category, a different field. Meaning, if I know that you going to a show that you did on your own, and I pay for the room for whatever state it is because I can't go, is that look that different than a person that took off, probably lost their job, but they came to a state or two ago to see you perform? Do I minimize the individual who just did that, went above and beyond for the hotel and board, or do I look at the person that right here and they just lost their job? Maybe not lose their job, but they still drove an hour or two, and I ain't in that big. You see what I'm saying? So if I was, if I was to do that, then I would be. It'll look as if all these people did the same thing, but it wouldn't be that though. So, hello, hey, for real?
Well, just
I
give
was
a
gonna
little.
say this sound a little low, but all right.
Just give a.
Yeah, check what was on the line, so I've been on.
Alright, so this top row.
It was the right top. It was the right top.
Yeah.
See, that's why they one had. That's why they. That's why they.
Now, when you go to the second row is echo. Make sure you see what it is. Make sure the E is in zero.
Oh, well, that's what these.
Otherwise, you're gonna be sounding like a search spot.
Yeah, that's what had need to be done to that one.
Oh, Kira.
See, yeah, that's what
I'm
I said.
hollering.
Yo, hey. Yeah,
I like that.
echo.
You know what I'm saying? My fault.
That's why I keep looking like something is not.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, there we go.
Annie, are you okay?
And that's crazy because we didn't hear an echo up here. It sounded perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh.
Oh, gotcha.
All
That's
right.
We'll just learn something again. Gotcha.
I like that. All right.
I know that's right.
Okay. So, the next question is going to be, wait, who were the first people that believed in you?
My sister was definitely one of the first people. My dad, pretty much my family, like my dad, my mom, my sister, my brother, Long Live Braylon. Cause we really get music from both sides. Like my granddaddy on my great granddaddy on my daddy's side, they played the guitar and stuff. My granddaddy on my mama's side, he was a famous gospel singer. So it's just like music really running our family. And I took it even further. Hello.
You took it further.
Look, I took it even further by joining the band. I know how to play the clarinet and trumpet. On top of, I sing tenor, soprano, alto in the choir. So it's like, that's why I be telling people, I don't just do music. Music is literally through me. Like, honey, you just go back to the choir days. You hear what I'm saying? I just picked up my trumpet for the first time in 9 years.
Oh, wow.
In October. Like, I really love this. So, yeah, my family for sure. And they still support me to this day. That's how I've got as far as I am now. So, yeah.
I say the first person to believe in me with music as a child was my granddad. He is the one who started me on music. He used to make me get in front of his piano, and he would play his piano, and he'll make me do my little hip dances. And so, because he knew everybody was coming over, so he'll make me walk on down the line in front of the family, had them lined up clapping for me.
Oh
so,
my, look your own little choir out.
Yeah, that's the first person who believed in me when it came to music. And my dad was like the second person, because he found I had this book of like poems and songs when I was in the 3rd grade. He was like, who wrote this? I said, me. He said, girl, some of these songs are like adult songs. Like, where did you get these thoughts from? I don't know. I told him I just write. I write what I feel and what I hear in my head.
Period.
And he was just like, wow. He said, you haven't even experienced half of these emotions, but you're writing about them.
And that's right.
I never saw that book again. Now, mind you, my daddy was an artist. He was an artist. He was an artist. So, therefore, of course, he used some of my songs.
Man, so you his ghostwriter.
That's it.
Hollering.
That's it. He used some of my songs. I didn't mind.
I showed y'all, I wrote a 30-chapter book in 9th grade, and my little cousin scribbled all in it. I wanted to wring her by the neck. I was so hurt.
Pick up by her toes.
That was going to be a Wattpad book. I was so excited and happy about it. 3 months of work down the drain. I started writing another one, but I'm only on like the 10th chapter. I got to really pick it up, but yeah.
Okay. So, y'all, we finna get into what's the latest buzz with some world and social issues.
Lord.
Cause you know,
Flip it.
hold on. Oh, you wanna go? Go ahead.
There's a couple questions on here. I ain't got no problem with him.
Go ahead.
All right,
Gotta get your mic.
What's a moment where God, the universe, or fate stepped in for you? Oh, that is a good one.
Every it's so many. Oh my goodness, every day, all day, nonstop. But you only can see how much he stepped in for you, the more you paying attention to what's going on. So with that being said, this is one incident. All right, we were selling them Kirby's. You know what I'm saying? We going door to door selling them Kirby's, the vacuum. You know. So however, in the midst of me doing that, you know. All right, the police get called. When the police get called, the police arrest me, however, you know. So when the police arrest me, I'm like, oh man, it's over with. So I pray. I'm in the back of the car. I pray, and it's Lord. I'm talking about deep prayer. The prayer felt like it was about 5 minutes, 2 hours. But when I came out the prayer, we went up by 5 minutes from the jail. So, like, the trip from the house I was telling the vacuum, the curb at, and the jail, it was about no more than 8 minutes. But it felt, yeah. So, anyway, with that being said, I pray, I asked the Lord, I told him, I said, Lord, just forgive me, Lord, I'm probably give me, when we make it to the Raymond, the sergeant dude, he let me in, and then he like, why they let you in for? What's going on? He explained what happened. When he explained what happened, the man said, "Oh no, we ain't gonna. Oh no, go on, let him out now. Go on, don't even let him in. Don't open the gate, and you can go and let him out your car now." And then the man, like the white man, he like, "What you mean? Oh, in my 27 years, I've never heard this before. Why do I have to let him go?" He was so mad. However, he said, "Damn, conspiracy! I'm so hot. I'm gonna drop you off where you stay. Where you stay at?" I was like, "In Jess, what are you doing down here at Edwards?" I was like, "Man, I'm selling vacuum cleaner." So anyway, with that being said, that's when I was like, "Ain't no way." So to show like God wasn't playing about it, I did my end of the bargain. But to know that the man said, "Nah, he can't come in here, let him out now." And he was like, "What do you mean? We got him to the wrong. It was in his possession." Ooh, I've never, so to know that the individual ain't never ever seen this be denied or declined, and for his superior to say, "Nope, we don't even want him, nah." I know for a fact that wasn't nothing but God, because at the end of the day, anybody else, they wouldn't have had the same outcome. But to show Lord I was appreciative of even hearing my prayer, I made sure I did handle my work, because I was like, I know way. And that's just one situation. But like I said, we'll be stuck on number 9 for the rest of the podcast. So he stepped in for me nonstop, nonstop. He stepped in before we even came here. So, but like I said, it's all in what you are aware of.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Okay. I say for me, he's been stepping in my whole life. You know, from childhood to me thinking that not being raised by my mom was like a problem, until realizing like, oh no, I'm happy I wasn't. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Please, because my ass can't see.
Look, I'm already squinching now.
But yeah, just my whole life, he's been
a little bit more, if possible.
I think that's it.
Well, yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, we can make it work.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Bingo bongo.
It was making me shiny though. Showing
Cocoa
that
butter
shea
skin.
butter, baby. It was showing it. That shea butter. I like that little shine.
Do you hear me? For me, it's definitely my entire life. But I kind of ran away from him after my brother passed. So the moment where he kind of re-gripped me and let it be known, like, you know, you can't run from me. It would be in, was it 2023 or 22? That Rick. I had a wreck in 23 on our anniversary and his granddad's birthday. I hydroplaned and then the 18-wheeler hit me. And I hopped out the car, like, literally just hopped out the car, nothing wrong with me. Just kind of, like I said, anxiety through the roof about, like, what the fuck? Like, I was supposed to be going to work. Like, I'm literally driving to work. It's my anniversary. And now I'm going to the hospital. Like, but, like I said, I left when nothing really wrong, except I had a little, like, tension in my neck. And then the following week, I had to be in New York for a tour I paid for. So it was like all this right before a big moment. And I was stressing like, how am I get there, how am I this, how am I that? And God kind of showed me I got there on time, made it back on time, had enough money to get there. Like, I just lost a car the week before. I almost lost my life because I ain't going to care. I kind of gave up. Once I got thrown back, I was like, oh, shit, it's over with. I'm sorry, God. Like, apologize for things, you know, I didn't get a chance to repent for. And next thing you know, I'm hopping out. And I had a wreck in Madison. This wasn't no, like, I had a wreck in Madison. Like, I stopped traffic. And literally, the police was, like, right behind. He was like, are you all right? Are you okay? The 18-wheeler that made it 2-3 miles up there stopping, trying to come check on me. I'm calling my mama. She worked in Madison. And I'm like, I done wrecked my car. Like, I don't know what happened. I done hydroplane. So that's kind of when God reclaimed me, because when my brother passed, I still, of course, believed in him, but it was a lot of things I was questioning just off kind of losing him, and I lost my grandma a month before. So, and ever since then, I've been on my journey for real, and I love the bond we're growing, and still, you know, it's still growing. So he's always there for me, but as humans, you know, we have our moments where we kind of have to remind ourselves, this daddy, you know, he's all knowing. So that's different. The moment where I ran back to him, open arms, crying, all that, child. Because, honey, I thought I was going to be with him. Thought I was going to glory, the upper room, you know.
I feel you.
And he gave me another chance. My mama called me bionic woman for 3 months after that. Bionic woman.
Okay. Look, y'all stated some valid points, and the Lord is always with us, you know.
Always.
Every single day. So, okay. If y'all are ready, we're going to move on to what's the latest buzz with world and social issues.
Lord
so we can pick one question out of each category so we can stand up. So, all right. It's so many, and I want it to be super broad on each one, so y'all can just look at one and pick one.
I kind of like that. Do you feel like, or no, why do you think people are frustrated or anxious about the economy right now? Inflation, like, that shit is ridiculous. I feel like as people, people stress about presidents, I feel like, way more than they really should, because before we ever got Barack, we were Republican for a minute. Mm-hmm. And we had horrible presidents. Like, George Bush Jr. was the worst. Wet was a mass destruction. Like,
W.
Like, George Bush, like, W, like, horrible. You know what I'm saying? And he was in there for like 8 years, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, him and his daddy. That's literally, I think, who the scary movie, like, the scary movie franchise, I think they're depicting him when he was the man that be playing the president. I think that's literally George, because, like, horrible. Didn't do shit for us. Didn't do nothing.
And we see average.
Like, we had Katrina under him. He didn't do shit. Like, I feel like we made it through all those bad presidents. And even presidents before them that were still bad. And people stress so much over Democrat and Republican. People get so upset when I tell them I'm neither. They lose their shit. Like, oh, so you don't care about the American people. And it's like, please don't go there with me, because everybody want to be pro-black until it's time to take that accountability. I don't want to talk about nothing nobody else did until we talk about what we do to ourselves. And continue to do it ourselves. And make excuses of why we do it to ourselves or each other. You can't get mad at nobody else for treating you like doo-doo and you treat yourself like doo-doo, or allow others to treat you like doo-doo and you treat others like doo-doo. One thing about a cycle, it goes around and around. So I feel like until the American people decide to sit down and realize we are more in control than we give ourselves, and stop allowing these presidents to stress us out like, oh, people are losing hair. People are literally losing their minds. Like, folks are doing anything right now because Trump. You think I'm going to let Trump, of all people? This nigga was in Home Alone, too. We ain't finna stress me out. I'm sorry. It's just not finna stress me out. He was in Home Alone, too. He had a cameo.
That wasn't why I looked like that. I look like that because I was saying, oh, do you like Trump?
Do I like Trump?
I don't like Trump, but he funny as hell, though.
All right, bet. I'm glad you said that. Do you like him?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Is there a
I
reason
don't.
why?
No, I don't mind
Is
his honesty. I don't
Yeah.
mind his honesty. I respect his honesty, because one thing about Trump, you ain't gonna never have to worry about how he feel, because he gonna tell you.
Exactly.
He's
I
very
respect it.
straightforward. I just don't like who he is as a person. Just don't sit right with me. Like, the stuff he says, a lot of the stuff he does is just like, you really are you're a D. Like, you can tell he really was given everything in life, and people that are, don't really understand the struggle that I don't want to say normal, but that most people go through. They tend to put themselves in a certain mindset of where everything that they feel like isn't what goes is stupid, dumb, or crazy. He says a lot of off-the-wall stuff, and it's just like, if a normal person said that, y'all would put them in jail, depending on who they said it at.
If a normal person did what he's done,
you know what I'm saying?
They would be locked up.
They would be locked up, and it's like, that's what kind of rubs me the wrong way. Because one thing about it, he don't feel just how you feel off of race. It's just who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at that. But that don't change how your delivery could change, how you say it could change. He's just a horrible person, and he's still, my sense of humor is very dark. He be making me laugh. Like, when he went to Malaysia, he was like that shit. Like, bro, I had the giggles. I was like, this nigga's. He's funny.
I think Trump is a Gemini, and
I don't
that
think
explains a lot of his personality.
Like, I don't think I've ever seen it. Don't bring up Kamala. Kamala hasn't done anything. Kamala's somewhere laughing, getting her hair done. Like,
that's all black women
boy.
do, huh?
Like,
Shout out to
literally.
boy Trump. That's my boy.
You like Trump?
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's my guy. Like,
I'm hollering.
Let's explain. Elaborate. Why do you like Trump?
besides the fact that like you spoke on him being honest, however, at the end of the day, the reason
Them drinks in the night.
whatever he's doing that's not spiritually righteous, I dislike that. And I'm not aware, but my spirit will be aware when he has those type of intentions on certain things whenever he's presented to me. But besides that, I can give account of a track record throughout my life of seeing him wanting to or not want to. Any other president you ever experienced throughout your life, you only saw them once they was running for president. So with that being said, I respect a person who has more of a history. It don't matter if you were flunking the class or passing the class. I can see where I can see more of what you have experienced that day-to-day people occur. An individual who was put in my face right then and there, I ain't saying you were broke, but I am saying when I met you, you had enough money to be put in my face. We watched him continue to run up money. We watched him interact with black people when it wasn't no need to, because he only ran for president because of the joke that Obama had gave him. And he said he ain't like that joke. So with that being said, he said that's the only reason he had ran, just to prove Obama wrong that he could do that. But however, before that, he had a lot of situations of investing and helping black parties and black people, however, you know? So I like, and another thing, the main thing is this. Everybody like want to be black first, want to follow Obama just because he was black, and however, I'm not saying he didn't do things for him, because we got Obamacare and all that, but I know for a fact Trump gave him 1,600, you know? So in my mind, you can't never bite the hand that feeds you. So with that being said, no different than how the artists feel that he pardoned. However, no matter how they feel, they can't go against an individual who did more than individuals they supposed to like. So with that being said, even if I was supposed to like the other party or however, or be anti however, my spirit can't, because I know for a fact what I received when I don't care about his own game, but it's plenty more people that could have had evil game. They ain't give us no money.
They're just like most people that's Democrats. They get upset when I tell them, if you actually look up Kamala's track record as a lawyer, I believe a lot, like most of the men she put away were African American, and they would get so upset with me, like, "Oh, you're just trying to put down a black woman." And it's like, no. When I voted, I definitely voted for her. But all I'm saying is, did you do your homework?
She did not need black people until she needed them.
Literally, like, and then when she was vice president, when have you ever seen Kamala? When she was under Joan, we did it, Joan. Where did you see her after that? That was the least seen vice president. You ain't telling me. And then it's like now she's running for president. And like I said, I voted. Because honestly, I just any, meeny, miny, mo when I go vote. I don't care. Because the parties get to pick them anyway. The Senate and the House going to pick for real. This is just popularity. But it's like people do stuff just someone else do it. What is your knowledge on the situation? Because honestly, I vote independent. But we didn't really have any independent parties that kind of aligned with my views this go round. So I had to literally any, meeny, miny, mo, which I kind of hated. But I definitely picked her. But it's just like people do things out of, because everyone else is doing it, not because of their own knowledge. Because like I said, I'm neither Democratic nor Republic. I love voting independent parties that kind of have the viewpoints of both. Because I tell people, Democrats prey on the emotional, like, standpoint of blacks. Republican, financial, if you lack. So it's like neither one really has your best interest, because at the end of the day, they eating regardless. They good regardless. We the ones that kind of that has to kind of figure it out here. You know what I'm saying? Just like with that shutdown.
So you saying that you wanted a president that talk nice to you?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
But
I want
you say you just like Trump because of his personality. If you spoke, you said his personality. But however, we also knew growing up, everybody know the ISS teacher, or maybe Miss Nelson or recess, but everybody knew that's the mean woman. However, but it still was a few that be like, boy, you don't even know. That's a cover up. That ain't her true intention. That's not who she truly is.
But I mean, all I see is him as a gimmick. Like, I don't see him as I can't take Trump serious. Nothing Trump do that I take serious. I'm sorry.
Take Obama serious?
Yeah.
Because he was black?
No.
What did he do made you take him serious?
He was actually knowledgeable, whatever he done. When you watch the debates with Trump and whoever his runner-up is,
nobody has beat him with facts. And
what facts he have?
Enough facts that make individuals want to be like, he doing too much. He doing the
all I see are antics. Like,
the only facts that Trump ever had for me was when he said that it was a whole bunch of child sex trafficking rings going around, and he stopped a couple of them within his first 4-year tenure. Then now within this tenure,
he got that Epstein list released.
The proof in the pudding.
He's on it. Oh, that's the fucked up part about it.
The proof in the pudding is it's crazy that the jails is being brought to our attention. They said, like you said, Kamala invested in folks getting locked up, and even if she's saying that there was a lie, it's real ironic that lately that the private prison systems is suing the whatever states is on it because you ain't bringing enough people in. So that's proving the pudding right there.
Or the people you bringing in don't have enough supplies they need.
So then let's look at it like, okay, if a person don't want to say Kamala did that, or arresting black people, what is the ironicness that there's private prisons suing because ain't enough people enough? And if the private prisons are being funded by the people that Kamala is being funded by, wouldn't a person be like, you might have did do that? I ain't saying she did, but I'm just saying the fact that it's been brought out to that they actually mad at people not going to jail because they homeless.
You know,
that's crazy.
It is crazy, but you know, it's so many conspiracies. It's so much room for doubt. Literally within the government itself. I'm not gonna say that on TV because they're always watching. But
literally,
I know what I believe. All I'm gonna
say is it's just a lot of things I feel like as black people we're truly not educated on, like through and through. And when you're dealing with people that are about gimmicks, propaganda, just putting stuff in your face that they know you will be in, like right now, it's the inflation about aliens and other life forms and all that. But when it really was conspiracy theories, they were telling us, oh, that's not a UFO. That was just an airplane that da-da-da-da. And it's like, no, that was a UFO. Like, I know what I saw. Why are you trying to feed it to me now?
What did they call it? The something light, whatever?
Yeah, like it was something like...
It was something else. It was something else that was. It was something else. They was saying that it was like an experiment that the people were doing.
Everything's an experiment they do when you know it's like not of this world. But I don't know. I just feel like all of this really fake.
But hey,
because it's a
MK Ultra's one.
It's a TV show on Netflix.
It's Project what?
They're doing this. It's Project something.
It's Project something. It'll come to me.
Because it's a cartoon on Netflix about it. And it talks about like the Illuminati, the other world. And it shows like the government has this secret agency.
It's on Netflix?
Yeah.
Inside Job.
And Inside
I watched that every night.
Y'all.
I watched the first episode with my girl, and let me tell you, I was hooked. I was like this is the type of shit I be talking about. But
I finished literally, I've watched it like 3 times now. And it's just crazy because I feel like this is real.
That's the type of shit I be talking about.
Like, I feel like it's really real. I feel like that's literally what goes on. But
the second episode, when they went to the reptilian, what was it, the real Yale?
Yeah, the reptilian real Yale. Like, literally almost. And no, I like the episode where Keanu was a vampire. It was like, Leonardo DiCaprio was one of them.
I was hollering because they was like, when they said Taylor Swift was a reptilian, I was like, I fucking knew it. I was screaming at the TV. I was screaming at the TV.
Because it was some, and then it was some like random people thrown in there too that were reptilian.
But you know something?
They had just juice.
It's a piece of, I'm not gonna lie, y'all gonna call me a little crazy, but I feel like it's a piece of truth to that because at one point in time within what they call the world, we had where they exiled bells, and I heard that they exiled the bells because if they rung the bell, you know how they used to ring the church bell every day at a certain time. When they rung the bells, then that messed up the frequency of the cloak of the reptilians. So that's why they exile a lot of bells and ringing of the church bells in towns and cities.
You ever heard about that?
I thought, oh my goodness.
I heard about it.
Yeah, that's and you know they made it seem like another reason.
Yeah, that's why a lot of the old churches that had bells don't have bells no more. Oh my goodness.
I just thought about it since you said that. And another, that makes sense because that's how they was alerting people that these folks on the way and all this. And then everything resonates off sound and frequency.
Exactly.
So,
that's just like certain music I can vibe with.
Yeah.
Like, because you can kind of feel the frequency. Like, it's getting dark and eerie and weird in here. Like metallic rock music, I can't get jiggy with that.
Listen, we're gonna leave Ozzy in the.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, I do love Crazy Train. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Ozzy he cool with me. Like, he do got a
You are not in control of the aux cord anymore. Act like you know it. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next section. What's something you think that could realistically reduce crime in Mississippi? Realistically. Use your mic.
Oh, caring about individuals that you interact with or that is your neighbor, caring about their mental stability.
True. I can say that. Yeah, I can attest to that.
It starts with the younger generation. If they trust you and they come to you with something, believe them. Because I feel like a lot of the time, especially with the crime in Mississippi, we're dealing with young men that have been told they're not enough, or they've been made feel they're invaluable. Same with young women, been made feel like they're invaluable, whatever they went through was not of importance, and it kind of leads them down a road of, if you told me no one cares, why would I care about myself? So a lot of them want to die young, or just do anything to throw their life away. So I would say just, like you say, kind of ties in with mental health, but start believing these babies, because everyone not lying.
Exactly.
So it's like, the black family loves keeping secrets.
Sweeping under the rug.
Sweeping under the rug. It's like a lot of these kids are suffering, and a lot of these kids are becoming the hero they needed when they were younger.
Or the predator they created them.
So it's like, until that is really talked about and handled, we gonna keep seeing what we're seeing, because these babies feel like they got no reason to live. Like, they don't care, because no one cares about them.
I would say something that I feel like that could realistically reduce the crime. We need to bring back like the neighborhood watch. People looking out for each other. We need to bring back, like, if you see something that ain't right, say something. Even if you don't tell the authorities, you tell the appropriate persons. I miss my neighbor. I miss my neighbor. That man used to get my packages off my porch and said, I ain't want nobody to get them, so I took it in my house till you came home. We used to get him a box of honey buns every payday.
No, they do exist. They do exist. It's just simple fact that the way that they have been packaged is different. Meaning, the ones that will do that is going to be the ones that society hold a purse up to.
Okay. All right, y'all. So we're rushing on time because we got to get out of here. So we're going to have to kind of skip on through.
We're going to do it.
So, you pick one,
Let
Matt.
me answer this one right quick, though.
Okay.
Number 3 for Vine. Okay, it's a, where is the disconnect between parents and kids today?
Ooh, Lord.
I'm going. You can stay on the regular page. Okay, I'm gonna answer that and go back to that. The disconnect is the simple fact that the parent had to abide and go throughout life, and they couldn't question their parents. So the simple fact that they couldn't, and they feel that you can't. So until the parent gets the healing that they need, far as that true moment from their parent, then the parent will not be able to even adhere or acknowledge the child's scream for whatever it is, because they know you're screaming, but it's not making them feel some type of way because they old news, so they feel like they've been screaming to their parents way longer than how you feel. So whenever parents be real enough to be like, I know that happened, instead of nah, that ain't happen. You trip, you woo woo. When the parent be able to get that from their parent, then we'll as a society will be able to change. That's the reason why I do that with my with my brothers, because of the simple fact I know when I got chastised a certain way, I didn't like that, so I tried to change it far as with my brothers, and I seen that they liked the way that it went about. So it let me know that I wasn't tripping and that this is what or how certain children would require or want things to be done toward them.
So my disconnect when it comes to being a parent. So, yeah, I would say my disconnect is communication. I think that's why I was sent a Gemini child so I could learn how to communicate. And he was going to need some, while I paid rent to be his parent, he was going to need some rearing and some grounding and some balance in his life. And me being a Capricorn, that's where he'll get that from eventually. But he's taught me how to communicate throughout the years. So I definitely think my disconnect personally was communication. I was always able to talk my way out of some stuff or into some stuff, but he taught me how to really be emotionally intelligent. He taught me how to listen, to understand. He taught me how to just make space for him to just be. And then he would come to me when he was ready to talk. So yeah, because I always tell him, like, I don't care how old you are, whatever you go through, even if you think I'm going to be mad, talk to me about it. So he's taught me how to communicate. And I think a lot of people take that for granted, just being able to be around somebody. Oh, you're bored. No. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, somebody wants to sit around you and be in your energy without talking like this. That says a lot. Let's chill. That's crazy. That's crazy. Bye, E. Nah, fuck that.
All right, hey.
Yes, please. All right, all right. So, okay. So we're gonna jump because I chose these topics about talking about the disconnect between children and their parents because I know we all been watching the internet. So it was an incident where this woman was jumped with her children by a group of children. And I couldn't believe it because when I was coming up, you better be on your best behavior because you embarrassing me. Like you ain't got no home training. Like, yeah, they watching. Such and such just pulled up in your driveway. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Ass whooping sleep is some of the best sleep you're gonna ever get.
boy, that's that when you gonna sleep. Wow, all you know is dinner ready. About boy.
That's the great exhale.
Yo, no cap.
Good
Or
morning.
dinner. One or two.
It's breakfast. Lost track of time, but we had a ball.
I'm telling you now.
So yeah, that's why I mentioned that, because I kind of really wanted to know. And then the parents of the children who did the wrong doubled down on the internet. Now it was one mother. She kind of tried to, get her daughter to apologize, but at the same time, it was just like, oh, she's a child. Keep your negative comments to yourself. And I'm like, girl, your daughter just hit a grown woman, bro, a pregnant grown woman with sickle cell. Listen, I'm going to tell you what I said. I said, you better be glad your children are in a different state, because had they been around the correct individual, y'all would have been mad because they would have got dropped. I don't know how they would have got dropped. I don't know if they would have came back up, but they would have got dropped because kids would have been flying everywhere. I would be damned if a group of kids jumped me and my children. She was very composed. I commend her because
She was in Lulu's situation.
Them kids deserve jail time.
put them in juvie. And I'm talking about for months.
Like, they need to learn a lesson for that, because people forget that shoe and situation can always become you. But then when it's you, now you want to cry lawsuit and all this. But y'all talking about this like a dog. Y'all doubling down with y'all kids.
Yeah. Doubling down.
Like,
I get having your child's back, but hold them accountable.
Like,
If you don't teach your child accountability, like my son knows I'm not going. Like,
life gonna show them.
yeah.
And it's gonna happen with people that don't care. And them people don't care ain't gonna be the composure that young lady had.
Thank you,
know what I'm saying?
sir.
Like, and then she was with her baby. Like, y'all.
And with a baby in her stomach.
I'm sorry, couldn't have been me. Y'all.
I'm sorry. Kids would have been flying. Kids would have been flying every fucking where. I don't care.
Did she go to the children, or she was just getting her children going home?
No, she got her child from school, and she was walking home, and the kids followed them and attacked them for no reason.
Well, no, yeah, okay. We'll see.
Well, I'm not gonna say it was no reason, but from what was recorded,
Yeah, I had heard, I seen it.
Well,
I just ain't click on it because I was like,
you don't want to
when I
see
seen-
it.
when
It's
I
gonna
seen-
tick you
when
off.
I seen the picture, I got mad. I just looking at the picture, I got mad because the
It's
little girl, like, she had Boris. I was like, hey, man.
It's gonna tick you off because these are babies.
I ain't even gonna. Oh yeah, you said she was shot or pregnant.
Indiana. Chicago, we on that next. That was basically, you remember the lady who the hospital turned down, and she had her baby in her car.
That real.
Yes, they're suing them.
But see, that's the point. Everything, the Lord steady giving us all these signs. He steady letting these folks know what you cherishing and what's enabling you can get took from you at any moment. So you need to learn this yourself for your greater, meaning, okay, they deal with Medicaid. They already just dipped the stamps. You know what I'm saying? These are things folks surviving off, and they let you know at any moment you get too comfortable. So once a person is see that experience, they need to take heed of them. Like, all right, I see what's going on. Somebody need to be reading doctor books and all this, because that's what's going on.
That's why I tell people I'm not ready for kids yet, because I want to have a home first. I want to have a doula.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because these hospitals do not respect African American women when it comes
Nope.
to healthcare. They literally treat us like we're nothing. They treat us like we're crazy, like we're going
Like we're drug addicts.
feel like we're drug addicts. It's like, no, nigga, I'm hurting. I'm in pain, and you're not taking heed. And I felt like the people that declined her, because I know what's it called? Is it Brian Hicks or
Braxton Hicks.
Braxton Hicks? Like when women have, they go through the fake
Contractions.
contraction period. So that was very disrespectful. Because what if she would have had a Brian Hicks that was too much on her heart or her baby's heart?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all just turned her over around. She had that baby in her heart. And I hope she sued them for everything.
Within 6 minutes of leaving the hospital, her daughter was in her husband's arms. on the side of the highway. Listen, the baby college gonna be paid for. First house, car, paid for. What you see? All right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
I want shares in the hospital.
okay, do you think that if you were that man, that he would trade that experience that he or what he did for the $1 billion that you saying that this disrespect was worth? And what I'm saying is this: he did something that no majority, like no man is getting that fulfillment. I ain't talking about that.
Talking about the man, her husband delivering the baby in the car.
Exactly.
Okay.
Catch up. It's way spiritual that he was blessed with something that the average man feel that they're inadequate or can't do. And he said he was not informed about it, so he didn't have experience. But the Lord blessed him to do something that everybody feel like folks going to school all this time do. And also another thing, it's a chance that by him doing it, whatever spiritual connection or that he had, it was the energy needed for their child. And if those outsiders would have done it, that would have gave a evil presence on the child. And maybe him doing that kept the child in a pure state than what he would have been if he would have went there spiritually.
I feel you.
Because
That's deep.
It stayed within the circle. It stayed within
the family unit.
Exactly.
And that's if people like, you know, I always got to go into this when stuff resonates with me. So that made me think of the ankh. So you know the ankh, the circle on the ankh is the mother's womb, and the cross is the male, and the baby is in the womb, born in the womb. So, like what you just what you're saying is, this child was born like you kept the bloodline in the bloodline, you kept the power in the family.
Because a woman is woman because it means womb man.
Mm-hmm.
The man got it out the womb. Womb man. The woman come from the man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Listen.
But so however his life going on, and this is how you know it ain't. This how you know it ain't live, because what was the sense of urgency of it just happened and the world got it right then and there. Like that's supposed to be one of the situations that when you find out about it, it's 2 months.
It's a year or two later.
Like, oh man, what? Damn, that was like what? That mean that there was something spiritual powerful behind it.
They took pictures in the car and they posted a video of her in the hospital being turned away. So yeah, it went viral within less than 24 hours.
But that being said, that means that was the reason for it. Going viral was the Lord's work of showing folks believers. Wrong, but folks that was spiritually aware, they looking at like, wow. That kind of ties into the glasses situation. That was
yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about from the dad's point of view.
Exactly.
Because he was blessed. Imagine somebody else took your child for you. Something you put out here.
Exactly.
Something that every person have to give up once they step in the hospital.
That's true, and I'm glad they had a girl, so you don't have to.
That mean that even more spiritual. So okay, that take it on another note. If you had a boy, that would have been what I'm talking about. But by being a woman, then that means that he must gonna guide her the rest of the way where she needs to be at. Fact.
That's why he called her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking. Mama said I was trying to get my pants down, and he can't. I don't know what they named her. I don't know what they named her. I'm gonna have to find out. But I know they're suing. I'm happy for them. The mother in Chicago is suing. I mean, in Indiana is suing. I'm happy for her. She did not lose her child. She's good. So, yeah, she said she's suing the parents of the children. So, yeah. I mean, and what they said on Facebook, I feel like she should sue them because half of them was not sorry.
So it's
would have had so much fun. Man, them kids would have got paintball down at the bus stop in that morning. I don't know what happened.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have got my little cousins and been like, they be ready.
Man.
They be ready. My little cousins be
I would have got
ready.
everybody out of IC. I'm telling you.
Look, let me give you some money. Let me give you some money. You need some new J's? Like, let's do it. Well, y'all, I appreciate y'all for coming out to the Honey Listen podcast. This is your girl, Sassy Savage, your host. This is the season 3, episode 1 of the Honey Listen podcast. I hope y'all have a wonderful night, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. And shout out to the 601 Live Adult Playroom.
M-I-Z-Z-I-Z-Z-I-P-P-I-M-A-C-K. What it is, Jay? This shit, man, for y'all have blessed.